What is that, Miss
appointment
Sister?
at
I don't think anybody's
9:45.
watching anyway.
She's ready, she's ready.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Okay.
Look at these legends
Roll
here.
call, please, Madam Clerk.
Legends.
Mayor Rich.
Yes.
Commissioner
present.
Clark.
Yes,
Commissioner Collins.
Here.
Commissioner Giobi.
Here.
Commissioner Reed.
Here.
Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Do it quick.
Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag, of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. There you go.
There's a flag over there. I don't have to.
Comments by city commissioners? No. I see none. Comments by city manager? No. Seeing none. Do you have a comment?
No, I just want him to read the adopted
Okay.
final millage resolution.
Can I get a motion for approval of the agenda?
Motion for approval.
second.
Motion for approval by Commissioner Reed, second by Commissioner Clark. All in favor?
Aye.
Comments from the public on non-agenda items? Seeing none. Mr. Baggett, will you please read item 1 for our consideration?
Absolutely. Resolution number 81-2024, a resolution of the City Commission of the City of Stuart, Florida, of Martin County, Florida, adopting the final levying of ad valorem taxes for the City of Stuart and Martin County for fiscal year 2025, providing an effective date and for other purposes.
As I mentioned before, there are no changes between the first reading and the second reading. I did include the budgeted item for the environmental attorney, and in tonight's meeting in the consent agenda, you also adopted the PBA and IAFF union contracts as well. By Florida law, 2 public hearings must be held to ultimately adopt the final millage rates and the annual budget for the city of Stuart, Florida. The first, or tentative hearing, was held on Monday, September 9th, 2024. The purpose of tonight's second public hearing, or final, is to hear public comments regarding the proposed millage rates and budget, amend the budget if necessary, and to adopt a final millage rate and city budget for fiscal year 2025. The final public hearing has been advertised via public notice in a newspaper of common circulation. If anybody has any questions about the final budget, I'm happy to hear them now.
So let's get a motion in a second.
Mr. Mayor, with regard to resolution number 81-2024, I'd like to make a motion to approve it and have the city manager state the millage rate on the record, please.
Is there a second? So we have a motion for
Second.
approval by Commissioner Clark. I think Commissioner Collins got in there.
I beat you.
And the final millage?
Wait, is there any public comments? No, seeing none?
Okay, so the city
Mr.
of,
Mortel?
the city of Stuart, Florida rollback rate for the fiscal year 2025 is 4.7774 mils. That means it would take 4.7774 mils to raise exactly the same amount of money as was raised last year with 5 mils based upon the property values and new properties added to the city of Stuart since then. The city is proposing a millage rate for the fiscal year of 2025, which exceeds the rollback by 4.66%. The city is proposing a millage rate of 5.0000 mils, which is the same millage rate that it has had for several years. The purpose for the increase is to fund current operations and accommodate normal increases in the cost of these operations. And I would propose to you that if there's any cities that you think do a comparable job with us, you should look up their millage rate, and I suspect it'll be above 6.
No, I agree. I just have one quick comment. Again, I was at a meeting with hundreds of other municipal officials, and I was just shocked how many of them are raising their rates, and they are substantially higher. I was like, well, we're just staying at 5, and they were a little incredulous. So job well done to Jolie and Mr. Mortel, and despite the assertions of recklessness on some people's part, this is a terrific budget, and thank you for that. So, any comments by other commissioners?
No comment.
No? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Reed.
Yes.
Commissioner Collins.
Yes.
Commissioner Giobi.
Yes.
Commissioner Clark.
Yes.
Mayor Rich.
Yes. Mr. Baggett, item number 2, please.
Resolution number 82-2024, a resolution of the City Commission of the City of Stuart, Florida, adopting the final budgets of the City of Stuart, Florida for fiscal year beginning October 1st, 2024 and ending September 30th, 2025, providing an effective date and for other purposes.
And essentially, you're adopting the 600-page budget that we've already gone over, but I can answer any questions, or you guys can take public comment and vote.
Well, let's have a motion.
With regard to resolution number 82, 2024, move approval.
Second.
So we have approval by Commissioner Clark and a second by Commissioner Collins. Is there any public comment? Seeing none, any questions or comments from any of the commissioners? Would you like to go through the 600-page budget in detail, anyone?
I think you did that already.
Commissioner Reed did. Actually,
Sure he did.
I bet he did.
Yeah, but he did too.
Seeing no comments or questions from the commission, roll call, please.
Commissioner Clark,
Yes.
Commissioner Giobbi,
Yes.
Commissioner Reed,
Yes.
Mayor Rich,
Yes.
Commissioner Collins.
Yes.
Seeing no other items for consideration, this meeting is, do you want to try to go to midnight just for?
Milton has a question.
Since senior staff is still here, why don't we just go ahead and have tomorrow's
Without
staff?
Milton,